Hey guys, so I've gotten several requests in my comment section um, pertaining to readings for Luke and Nicola. And so I decided I might try to take care of some of those today. I apologize, I haven't really had time to do them prior, and as you know, sometimes takes me like a week or so before I get to another reading, several weeks. Guys, this isn't my full-time job. I'm not a professional. I work. I have a life outside of this, and this is something I do on the side, and I love it. It is such a blessing to me to be able to do readings, and doing readings for Luke and Nicola and the adjacents surrounding them is really nice for me, just because it gives me the opportunity to practice my craft, and to grow in confidence in my readings. I usually do readings for friends, and it's helpful for me to be able to tap into other energies like this. It's helping me grow as a reader and as an intuit. It's yeah. So I love doing these, and I will continue to do these. But please be patient with me because, again, I don't do this professionally. As you can see, I don't have even the equipment to hold my camera. I hold it with my own hands. So, yeah. So, anyways, I've been asked to do a few readings. I'm going to try to take care of some of those. I'm going to do, tonight, I'm going to definitely do one for Luke. I already did that. I'm going to do one for Nicola. I'm going to try to tap into, do one just current feelings for Nick and Luke, how they feel about each other on top of their own individual readings. I'm going to see if I can tap into Luke's career. And then I don't know if I'm going to have time to do all of these, but maybe try to look into some of the friendships surrounding Luke. I did do one for Antonia already, her individual one that is on my channel. You can go check that out. But yeah, before I get started, really fast, I promised someone that I would show them my cards that I have. I just didn't have time. I'm so sorry if that was you. But what I'm going to do from now on, when I do a reading, I'm just going to share, before I get into it, I'm going to share my cards and give you an idea where you can get them if you like them, okay? So the first set that I'm going to be using, this is the tarot deck that I'm going to be using. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous card. See the little gold plating there. They are so pretty. Here, I'll show you the whole deck to get the full effect of this gold. Isn't that lovely? Oh my gosh, so beautiful. These are lovely, lovely cards. This is from the same people who I do my my oracles. Here, let me see if I can find my oracles real quick. I'm so sorry. I should have them out, and I don't. I'm going to do this one-handed. Okay, so it's the same. This is the oracles. You've probably seen me use them already. You've probably seen other readers use them. These are fantastic. It's the same company. Same company. You can get them off at Etsy if you want. They're a little on the pricier side, but they are fantastic. They have wonderful energy, and this is a small business owned by two women who are lovely and very kind and very responsive. So if you have questions, you can message them and they will respond. They're fantastic like that. But yeah, totally worth it. These are great for beginners because they do have the like keywords on the cards themselves. Although I will tell you, if you are a beginner, I recommend not only getting ones with keywords, but also make sure you're looking up these cards, because sometimes they can't fit everything on these cards. They're small cards. These are great. They're perfect for my little hands. So as a result, you can't fit everything on there. So Sometimes there's more meaning, and maybe that's why you pulled that card. So definitely, if you're still beginning, go look them up. I still look up cards, okay? Just kind of what you got to do. And that way you can get a full understanding of what you're looking at. The other cards I'm using is the True Emotions. I mentioned this in my last reading. These are great. You can get these off of Amazon. They're affordable. They're wonderful, like, clarification cards. They're oracles if you're wanting. So, yeah, so let's get into this. I did a reading for Luke first. This is just kind of like current, and like when I do current, might not be like this very moment. It could be very near future as well. Okay, so keep that in mind. Let's go down the road here. Let's go down the road. First thing on the list is the Magician. Now, the Magician is Luke. Okay, this is energy surrounding Luke. This is him being inspired to take action. Okay, finding the willpower, the bravery to make movements. The phrase coming to my mind is, you have the power to, make the needed changes, and you'll be successful. You just need to make the changes. So that's what's coming to mind. Again, this could be current energy. This could be current, recent past energy. It could be, close future energy. So we don't really know exactly where this is. So please keep that in mind. But this is him coming into inspiration to take action. What is he taking action on? He's been bumping heads with somebody, having fights. He's been at odds with them. It's not a good situation. It's not a healthy scenario, okay? We got some spiritual gifts. And then we have a clock. And the clock says too late, but I'm getting time. That's what popping onto my head is time. Sometimes when I see a card, I might not go off of what it says, but what the picture is and what I'm being told in my head by my spirit guide, my intuition, that combination. And so that's what's happening here. I'm feeling like Luke is getting spiritual guidance right now, a lot of spiritual guidance. He's a very intuitive person. He just doesn't always trust his intuition. He has kind of ignored his intuition a lot lately, but he has it. He has a spiritual side to him that he may not be fully like in touch with. But he is getting spiritual guidance right now, and that guidance is saying, hey, it's time. Now's the time. Now's the time to take care of this. Jump into action here. This is your inspired. See? Spiritual inspiration to action. So this is what we're going to do, okay? He is being inspired to do this. Okay. The next one here, next card is the Seven of Coins. This is also considered the Pentacles. Coins is Pentacles as well. So if you have a deck, sometimes they'll say coins, sometimes they'll say Pentacles. It's the same thing, okay? Pentacles tends to, and coins, that's money, usually, finances. But it also can deal with, the heart as well. So the Seven of Pentacles is talking about, well, it's a harvest, okay? This is, you see her, she's got her harvest basket. She's also very pregnant, like about to pop kind of pregnant. The Seven of Coins for me is, I'm hearing karma, okay? Now, karma, a lot of times we associate it with bad things, but it can be good as well, so keep that in mind. Karma is not always bad. It can be really bad, but it's not always a bad thing. So here, this clearly on the picture, this is very good karma. You put good things into something, you're getting good things out of it. You're harvesting. Your yields for that year are going to be plentiful. That's a possibility. it's also you reap what you sow. Okay, so if you are not sowing good things, you're going to reap bad things as a result. And that is where this comes in. Yeah, you remember this one? This is the shitstorm yet again. Holy crap. Okay, so this is not good karma. This is bad karma. Okay, and again, good karma possible, but ultimately it is just karma. This is not a good karma. This is bad karma. Okay, this is loss, endings, drama, shitstorm. That's what I call it. It's a shitstorm. Luke is reaping what he sows. He has been very neglectful in his finances. I'm picking up the finances. That's what's coming to me. His finances are in trouble. Okay, he is not working. He doesn't have as much money coming in to support the lifestyle in which he's been trying to portray and lead, what his friends have been encouraging him to live. It's very stressful for him. It's putting a lot of pressure on him, and he's reaping what he sows right now. It's bad. It's not good. I'm not saying he's bankrupt. I'm just saying that this is something that is coming back at him. He's also hasn't been working. He's been off globe-trotting across Europe, I don't know if that's necessarily globe-trotting, but yeah, like trotting across Europe with his friends, playing at his hot boy summer or his douchebag summer. I don't know, like that's his friends really, but he's been hanging out with these fratty douchebags, and yeah, not working, and that is bringing the bad karma into his life. He's also has someone in his life that he has been having issues with. Maybe not with her for the right reasons. We've picked that up in other readings. Sometimes when, again, like with Antonia's reading yesterday, she was with, I picked up that she's kind of with Luke and liking Luke for his fame, and her bad karma is coming to her because of some of her doings, and his bad karma is coming to him because he's also using her. Like he's with her for the wrong reasons, and he's not treating her well as a result. Not like he should, and I think we've all kind of picked up on that from some of the photos and things you see. He just doesn't seem like he had been with other relationships. His past girlfriends, he was very affectionate, openly affectionate with them, and beamed. He seems just very dead in the eyes when he's with her, and that's been in pretty much every single photo, even the ones they claim are like lovey-dovey. I don't see anything lovey-dovey about that. He has got dead eyes. He has more chemistry with his friends than he does with her, and it's unfortunate because she thinks she loves him. She, again, young people think superficial love is real love, and to her that's what this is, and he's not, and because of that he's getting some bad karma. Okay, so this is several levels of bad karma. Okay, all right. Also, she carries bad karma with her, so that adds to his karma. It's just a shit show. The next card we get here is the Ace of Swords. Okay, so the Ace of Swords, this card is a good card, especially when you have to make some choices, and also when there are people in your life that have been keeping shit from you, doing things behind your back. again, we've gotten that in other readings where I've gotten that many times where there are people who are keeping secrets from him that he is about to find out. And that's, again, what this is. This is the truth coming out. You also see communication or communicate. I'm picking up that someone is going to be communicating this truth to him. He does not necessarily, I don't know if he's going to catch them directly, catch the truth directly. I think somebody's going to reveal this to him. And this revelation that is given to him helps him make a decision. It kind of forces his hand into making this decision. He's very indecisive. He's not someone who likes to rock the boat. He will stay in a bad situation so that he doesn't have to look like the bad guy. Does that make sense? It kind of gives me a little ick on that. It just honestly, because dude, grow a pair, grow a fucking pair. But that's just the kind of person he is. He has to grow up. He has to kind of grow a spine. And this card, this is saying that whatever this information is, this communication that is given to him, it's going to force him into action. It's going to force him to grow a spine, grow a pair. That's what we want. So yes, the truth is coming out. And again, drawing clarity. I draw clarification cards for all of my tarot cards, okay? Just FYI, so expect it. Just to get an idea of what that was, what that truth is, what this communication is regarding. I have to move that down. There's a glare on it. Well, fake busy. Fake is what's standing out to me. Fake people surrounding him. People being dishonest to him, keeping things from him, doing things behind his back. Just all out being fake and insincere. And, okay, I'm going to let you fill in the blanks here, okay? Let you fill in the blanks of what this information is regarding this fake person and that person. What is this information? We've already covered it in other readings, so yeah, I'll let you fill in the blanks. Yeah. But either way, it's going to force him to take action and make some decisions. Put them into play. All right. So the next one is, yet again, the Knight of freaking Swords. Now, you'll see, I actually wrote on this one. Slap my hand. But again, like I mentioned, you don't always have enough room. People who create these beautiful cards don't always have enough room for everything. And the Knight of Swords covers a lot of different stuff, okay? So I wanted to add this in just for my own self. This is a fighting card. That's how I always get it. And this is a card that I always get in connection to Luke and Antonia, okay? All the time. Like, not every single time, but almost every single time. I definitely don't get this with anybody else. So the fact that this is popping in yet again for Luke and Antonia, that's saying a lot. Okay, so this is a bad fight. Okay, as you can see, she is poised for battle. Okay, she is running into battle. This is a fighting card. This is not just fighting, this is bad fighting. This is arguments. This is toxic. Yeah, it's a nasty fight. So, again, let's see what this fight is about. Shocking news, once again. What's that shocking news? Oh yeah, it's this over here. It's all connected. You see the connection, okay? Yeah. Don't need to clarify that any further. That is what it is. Okay, the next card we have here is the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups, let me zoom in on her. This can represent a person, but it can also represent the emotions. Like it can actually, like, feelings. And that's what I'm getting from this. It's not an actual person. This is referring to an emotional connection and feelings. It also is kind of like trust your intuition. Luke trying to trust his intuition. But that's what this refers to. It's referring to an emotional connection that he has with someone. Let's see. And I drew some clarification cards, of course, regarding that connection. Who is this person that he's connected to? Like, what is this connection? What and how does it fit with the Queen of Cups? Okay. The emotional connection is this relationship. Okay, it's a relationship, and clarifying what he's doing here is he's actually severing this relationship. He's saying goodbye. He is absolutely fed up with whatever this was. He's fed up. Okay, that's what this is saying. He's going through the feelings. You know, this is a hard time for him. He's having deep feelings. Those deep feelings just happen to be a lot of hurt right now. Okay. He had some feelings towards her. I mean, yes, he didn't treat her like his other girlfriends, but he did have some feelings there. He would not have been with her if there weren't some feelings. But I also don't think this is just her, okay? I feel like this is more than just her. This is more people, okay? This is also pertaining to someone he loves very much. A different person, okay? Again, maybe somebody involved in that situation. Things we've picked up in other readings, it's a very good likelihood, okay? And he's saying he's fed up. He's done with it all. He is ready to move forward and be done with this life. I also got the Thug card here. The Thug card, I associate that with kind of his rebelliousness that he's been doing, okay? Like not really listening to his manager, kind of just doing his hot boy summer and just, again, hanging out with the douchey frat boys instead of doing what he knows he should do. It's a little bit of rebellion. And of course, he's turning his back on all of that. Okay? That's what this is. And because of that, he's got a lot of emotions running through him right now. This is not easy on him, okay? This is hard. And that's what the Queen of Cups is tapping into, is this deep emotion that is coming as a result of severing all of this and the hurt that goes with it. It's never easy to be lied to have people doing things behind your back, and he's in his feels. I mean, it's a shitstorm, and he's definitely going to be in his feelings for a while. Okay. The next card I got was the Knight of Coins. Okay. Again, Pentacles, if you so like to consider them Pentacles, depending on what deck you're using. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is a card that kind of talks about wish fulfillment. It's also about kind of digging your heels in and sticking to your guns, being a little stubborn on your convictions. It's also about protecting yourself, putting up a little bit of a barrier between you and some things that might be a little toxic, or people who might be a little toxic. And it's also about kind of slowly getting back to your true self, okay? He's been kind of wearing a mask here recently, and not really being his true authentic self. And as a result, now he is kind of having to leave that behind and kind of embrace who he truly is. Okay. And that's what this card is talking about. It's talking about his change, his revisiting who he really is. And that's why we're getting our oracle cards that go with this, our clarifications. You got illumination. Again, there's our truth, finding out the truth, discovery of the truth. But it's also about an awakening. Again, kind of finding his true self, which is beautiful. It's a really wonderful thing. He needs that. You can't get better if you don't have that moment of healing and awakening within yourself. It's going to help him get to his higher place in life, his higher self, which is good. It's really good. Down here, we also have some more clarification cards that popped out. Happily single. Now this one, I do believe, unlike Antonia's, I do believe he is quite happy about this. He's going to be kind of setting goals and focusing on his career and just being happy that he's able to kind of focus on that and not on needy girlfriends or anything like that. He has to get back to a stable place in his life, and right now is time for him to do that, and not focusing on a new relationship or an old relationship. He needs time to himself. Hence again, no strings. He's severing ties. He's severing ties. He's not going to be committing himself to anything quite yet as far as relationships, which is a good thing because he himself is not ready. He still has to do his awakening. He still has to work on himself and make himself worthy of the kind of man that he's eventually gonna be. He needs to get there. And then he'll be worthy of the kind of woman that he really wants. Okay, so yeah, this has been a great reading for him, as far as a sense of movement and action and the possibilities of really finding himself again. Okay, so I'm going to do Nicola now. Okay. Okay, guys, I've got Nicola's reading. Holy shit balls. When I called upon my spirit guide to call upon Nicola decided to talk. I guess her energy realized we were reading for both her and Luke, and she decided to become a chatty Cathy. Okay, especially when it comes to Luke, which is interesting because she's been really hard to tap into recently, and so yeah. But today she's spilling the tea. So let's. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna try to make this quick because my phone does not like to hold a lot of memory here. So we're gonna try to do this as quickly as possible so that my recording isn't too long, where it would make it difficult for me to upload this. Okay, so first off, we've got two of wands. Basically what we've got here, we've got Nicola looking towards her future. I'm just going to show you all her cards, actually. Let's just do it that way. I'll make it a little faster doing it this way. So we've got the Two of Wands. We've got clarification card, moving on, letting go of you, free. We've got not happy and toxic lifestyle. Okay, so what I'm getting for this card and for these clarifications is Nick is looking towards her future right now. She's trying to decide what she wants to do regarding Luke. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this. It is definitely a Luke. She is considering moving on and letting go of him from her heart. Okay, she's letting him go. That's what she wants to do. She still has some decisions to make. Okay, she's considering her options, guys. Okay, this is not definite, it's not set in stone, but she is thinking about this. This is something that's been on her mind. Okay, past, present, future, this is all relative. Okay, again, you don't know where in the timeline this falls, but this is all very close to the present. So either recent past, current present, or soon. Yeah, very soon. So she's not happy with the person that Luke has been portraying himself to be. This, again, with the douchey frat boys that he's been hanging out with, this toxic lifestyle that he has been kind of embracing. And you know, she's tired of this. This is not what she wants. This is not the Luke that she knows. She feels he's not being genuine. And yeah, she's not sure if this is someone she wants in her life. Not this version of Luke. That's not who she knows. And yeah, this isn't somebody that she currently likes very much. Not this version of him. And so, yeah, so she's contemplating moving on. Now, I will note, when I read this initially, when I pulled this card and I pulled these clarifications, I actually started to cry. I had to grab my tissues. The feelings that came with this were very heavy and very raw, and had a lot of hurt with it. This is not a decision that she's going to make lightly, okay? It's not something she's just going to be like, well, forget him. No, this is something she's taking very seriously, okay? And you're going to see she has a lot of thinking on Luke and what's going on with him and their relationship. Six of Wands is the next what we got. She's in her feelings. She's got fairy tale, love, and hate. These are your cards here. What I'm getting from this is that she's thinking a lot about memories of him. I think she's acknowledged that he is her soulmate, that this is someone that she has a tight bond with, a spiritual bond with, that it's more than just a love, a regular person, a regular love in her life. This person is very special to her. That is why this is so heavy on her heart. Okay, this is why she's not taking this lightly, because her love, her feelings are very true and very, very deep. Okay, sorry, I'm getting a little emotional right now because her energy is still here with me, and so I'm. Okay. But she's right now. She's sorry, God. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is really hard. She's trying to, give me a second, she's killing me right now. She's trying, she's balancing herself. She's kind of bouncing between love and hate right now. You know that saying, there's a thin line between love and hate? Yeah, that's kind of where she's at. Like, one minute she's just really upset with him, and the next minute she's remembering how much she loves him. And so she's kind of bouncing between those feelings. And she's just, you know, also, like, she's kind of like, are my feelings real? Like, she's doubting herself a little. Like, did what I felt, was this connection real? Was this real, or was this all in my head? And she's feeling like this is a fairy tale, maybe. Potentially it was just all in her head. It was just some pretty little tale that she spun for herself. And so she's wrestling with that a lot, and it's got her really in her feelings pretty hard. And again, making this, trying to decide whether or not she's just gonna let this go, because she can't. She's right now feeling like, maybe I just lied to myself, because you know, I'm thinking he's this amazing, wonderful person and that I loved, and we had this great connection. But this is what he's showing right now to the world. He's showing her this is who he is. He's made decisions that makes her question who he is to her, and like, did she ever really know him, or was he just a fairy tale? Was this whole thing just a lie? And so I'm so sorry. I'm crying here, and her emotions are hitting me really hard, and I might have to ask my spirit guide to sever that connection because I'm having a hard time getting through this. Oh, okay. Okay, there goes my makeup. Alright, let's move on. Alright, so again, this is with the heavy. We've got the Hermit for her next card is the Hermit. You'll see the twin flames next to the Hermit. We've got karmic ties, feeling like shit, and a psycho ex who is obsessed. Okay, let's dive into this one. So what basically, real quick, the twin flames. Again, I do not feel that Luke and Nicola are twin flames. They are soulmates, but their connection is extremely strong, very much like a twin flame connection. Okay, I call it a divine connection, a divine soulmate. It's its own new category. I don't know if anybody else picks up on the whole divine soulmates type thing, but that's what keeps coming to my head. They're not just soulmates, they're divine soulmates. So the twin flames coming for them makes sense. Although, again, they're not twin flames, and they're not going to be on a twin flame journey, okay? Though it will kind of parallel it. Similar, but not quite. Okay, saying that, let's get into this. Nick is keeping her distance currently. As you know, she's keeping her distance from Luke. And she's acknowledging that right now. That because of this bad karmic ties, like the ties that he's surrounded with, and again, this toxic lifestyle, these karmic ties, he is just feeling like shit, like he just has all this bad karma. And also the psycho ex, or soon to be ex. This is Antonia here, and she's realizing that Antonia may be a little obsessed with her. Okay, like they're not following each other on social media, but Antonia is kind of still following her, but not publicly. Does that make sense? Like she knows that she's being secretly followed by her. And I think we've all picked up on some things, like, you know, Nick will post something Bridgerton related, and within 30 minutes sometimes, and I clocked it one time, within 30 minutes sometimes she's out there posting something else to kind of draw attention back to her, or to kind of like rub in Nick's face, try to put it out there like, oh, look at me, something connected to Luke that kind of draws attention to her, and is going, hey, look, I'm the one with him. That's immature psycho bullshit, okay? And this is stuff that Nicola does not want in her life. She does not have the time or inclination or the patience to deal with this immature, like, absolute bullshit. She does not want to deal with Luke's karmic ties right now. Like, this is all toxic, and it's bleeding into her life, okay? People are constantly associating Nicola with this garbage, okay? This shit right here. And she's not a part of that, okay? She does not have anything to do with that. Yet, you know, there's these People magazine articles, and they're talking about Luke and his little karmic connection here, Antonia, and they can't help but mention Nicola. Like, and she just wants no part of that. She doesn't want her name brought into this, okay? she's dealing with her own feelings, her own hurt. She does not need any of this, okay? And that's what she's saying. She's pissed off about that. She doesn't like that. It's kind of the energy I'm getting from these cards. She's just leave me the fuck out of it. Excuse my language, but that's what I'm getting. Just leave me the fuck out of it and leave me alone. I don't want to be connected to this, okay? But this is all connected to him. So as a result, she's keeping her distance from him to protect herself from this shit right here, that shit show. She doesn't want to deal with Antonia and the drama that follows that relationship that he currently has. Okay, so let's move on. I'm going to push this out of the way here. Okay. All right. Now that we've gone through the sad, I really feel like this stuff, the next several cards are more future driven. Maybe not, I mean, it's going to be future, nearer future. I don't know how far off in the future, but this is going to be nearer future. And take a sigh of relief, it's going to get a little better, guys. Okay. The first card we get is the Sun. Sun is a fantastic card. You've got, along with that, you've got a love message, popping the question, clarification, that isn't necessarily being proposed to. Please understand that these may not be exactly what it is. I'm getting a confession, a confession, okay? Somebody to that level of relationship, okay? Like, it's not just a love message, it's a romantic love message, okay? And then I got the true colors. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's hit me in the feels a little. Not making me cry like that over there was making me cry, but I still am in the feels here. Okay, so yeah, so popping the question, let me move this over a little here because I'm running out of space on the side here. So basically, yeah, so she's going to be receiving a love message, a romantic love message from somebody. True colors, of course, that's you know, first thing I'm thinking of is Luke. I'm sorry if my angling, everything's a little wonky. But there's also one other thing I want to point out here. Truth. You see that? Okay. I feel like along with this message, message of love and romantic love, that there is also going to be some truth that is going to be coming to her from him. He's going to be telling her, maybe expressing his own feelings. That's kind of what the rest of this has to do with, his feelings. But he's going to be apologizing and telling her the truth about pretty much everything, okay? This is a very good thing for them, okay? It's a good positive thing. It's going to help her with her decision makings that she's trying to make over here, okay? The next set of cards here, I got Justice, okay? Along with Justice, you've got Mirroring, you've got a Divine Masculine, and then you got I Love You. Okay, what came to me with this is that she is acknowledging her own love for Luke again, okay? Something that she's been trying to kind of push aside, which you saw earlier. You know, do I let him go? Is this just a fairy tale? Was this real? Was, you know, that type thing, and her questioning her own feelings and such. But she is starting to she's acknowledging those feelings again. These feelings that are mirroring his own, the ones that he's confessing for him, this Divine Masculine. Feel like at this point, when this comes into play, he's already ridden himself, obviously, of all this shit over here. That karmic toxicity. That whole scenario that he's been, weighed down with, that has kept her keeping him at a distance. He's gotten past that, and he's working on his divine masculine self. And yeah, I think it has her admitting, at least to herself, starting to acknowledge her feelings for him again, getting rid of the doubt. Okay, does that make sense? Finding that balance between her head and her heart. Okay. She's been trying to rely a lot on her heart, her head, because her heart is hurting. So that's something she's finding balance between after that confession. Okay, so the last part here we got is judgment. Okay. Judgment, you're going to see over here, we've got goodbye, running, fed up, and then married. I relied kind of heavy on my spirit guide for this one, because I'm like, oh, how does this all fit together? And then, yeah, it makes sense now. She kind of came through and was like, okay, this is, she's done. She's done keeping a distance. That's what this is. She's been upset. She's been running from him. She said goodbye. If you look here, this is about forgiveness. Okay, she's deciding to forgive him. She's done being this. Okay, she's letting go of this keeping him at distance, running from him. Her frustrations with him. She's deciding to forgive him. Okay, and I see that happening in the future, a forgiveness. And as a result of her forgiving him, we get the married. Again, married isn't necessarily they're gonna get married right away or anything like that. But this does talk about a relationship. Okay, this is potentially a romantic relationship. Obviously, a married usually is romance. But it is, renewing, a rebirth. It is kind of an awakening of her feelings and this relationship. So it's starting over. They're basically going to be starting over, and it's going to be she has to forgive him first. And that's what this is, forgiving, and then moving on and renewing this relationship and starting something new. New relationship, romantic relationship with him. So this is what's on her mind. Okay. Yeah, that was freaking awesome, guys. I think that's all I can get for tonight. I will, you know what, no, I'm going to do one more reading for Luke. His feelings for Nick, because this is clearly Nick's feelings for Luke. Maybe I'll draw a couple cards for Luke here in just a sec. Alright. Okay, as promised, I've got Luke's feelings for Nicola. Alright, so we're going to come over here to our first card. We've got the Six of Cups. Now that is the same card we just had for Nicola. And this is also feeling the same things. Like, I really do feel like he also has an understanding, or at least an inclination of them being soulmates. But he's thinking a lot about a lot of memories. He's going down memory lane a lot, okay? They're shared moments. He's thinking about how sweet she is, all the things that she has brought to his life, all the tender moments. And yeah, I think he is acknowledging the soulmate connection. But at the same time, he's heartbroken. He knows that he's royally fucked up, and he fears that he may have, like, permanently fucked up. This, like, ruined it completely. Because she is not contacting him. So there's really no connections, no contact between them right now. And that's hurting him. That's breaking his heart. His heart's broken over this. It's tearing him up. Again, in his head, he's thinking a lot about her, about the memories that they shared together. He's very fearful that it's too late, that there's no more time, that he is just done irreparable harm to their relationship. And he's just, again, just sick, heartbroken with that. The next card is another card that we had for Nick, the Judgment card. This card, I really feel, is about Luke wanting forgiveness. He wants to go back and renew things and start over again with her. But he knows that he was being very fake. But his biggest wish is for her to forgive him. But we got that fake news. That's what that is. It's just that fake persona that he's put on. It's the lies that he is told. It is the it's that mask that he was kind of wearing of this person that he wanted to be but wasn't. And he knows that plus all the toxic people, fake people that he surrounded himself with, did a lot of harm and caused Nicola to cut ties with him, at least not to the degree that they were not communicating like they used to. That relationship has been severed in some way. She's keeping her distance from him, and he wishes for nothing more than for her to forgive him and for them to start over again. Okay? All right, the next card here is the Six of Coins, or Pentacles, however you want to say it. This is how Luke sees Nicola. He sees her being a very generous person, a very kind and loving person, very balanced person, okay? Now this got me a little, I took my spirit guide to help me with this, but it looks like he knows he's screwed up, okay? He knows that Nicola is keeping her distance, again, like I said, because of the karmic ties that he is connected to right now, okay? She's wanting to keep her distance from him. He knows this. This is not a secret for him. He's wanting to free himself of this, okay? This card and this card came together. This is connected, okay? He's moving on from this karmic connection. He is currently trying to free himself from this. And in order to get his wish of being forgiven, he knows he has to do this. So that is something he's currently working on. I also got these. It looks like, honestly, it seems to me that even though she's not talking to him, she's keeping her distance, Luke is keeping an eye on her. He's watching her social media. He might not interact with it the way that we're keeping our eagle eye on, but he is definitely following her. GPS following her accounts, okay? I know it says secret accounts. Doesn't necessarily mean that he's secretly doing it, I guess. That works. But he's not making fake accounts to do it. He might just not be doing it publicly, publicly stalking her in a way, but he is keeping track of her. But this whole situation, all of this, her keeping at a distance, it's really got him fucked up, just messed up in the head over it. So, yeah, so that's what we have. We've got him missing the hell out of her, wanting to be forgiven, just feeling real fucked up over this whole scenario, and acknowledging their soulmate connection, his tender feelings for her, and just being heartbroken at the lack of connection right now. So yeah, there we go. That's our feelings currently from Luke Newton towards Nicola Coughlan. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I will do my best to try to do some of the other options that were asked. I do try to watch the karmic connections that are connected to Luke. I try not to I don't like tapping into those. So if I don't do one, I apologize, but there are usually reasons behind that. Like I had to sage the heck out of my room yesterday because of the Antonia reading, because of the bad karmic energy that's attached to her. Even though I didn't call in her energy, I still felt the heavy, and I needed to do that to kind of protect myself and my energy in my home. So, yeah. Anyways, I will do my best, but I hope you enjoyed everything, and yeah, have a great weekend, guys. Stay blessed, bless others, take care. Bye.